weight of those words. To my young mind, they were simply a memory verse, a line to practice and perform. That was me when I was 4 years old, in preschool, First Foundations. At First Foundations, I learned a lot of things. I learned how to spell my name, how to make pizza, how to wash a car, and how to say red in Spanish. But I also remember this story, a story my teachers told to us every single year. It was a story of three men. Names were Melchior, Gaspar, and Balthazar. Three men on a journey. It's a simple adventure story. These three travelers set out, heading east, towards something they couldn't quite see yet. Their journey was long, difficult, full of uncertainty. Yet, they still kept going, because they had faith in what was ahead. Hi, my name is Aiden Mestro. Many of you know who I am, but yet still incorrectly spell or even say my name. I hope this is helpful. I like to roam, I love to travel, and I enjoy spending time with my family and friends. I lived in Austin my whole life, but I moved 5 times. 5 different schools. Crazy, you know. But my parents always had my best interests at heart. Whether it's finding the right home or making sure I didn't eat junk food, they always made sure they put me first. One of the things that meant the most to me was how they delivered lunch to me almost every single day in elementary school. I still remember my peers pulling out their packed sandwiches or lined up to the cafeteria for nachos and pizza. I mean, it sounds kind of delicious, but I'd always look up and see my parents checking in the office, delivering me my homemade meal. I admit, over time, I got embarrassed. Throughout 2nd to 5th grade, my nickname at lunch was Gourmet. But now, looking at the photos, it wasn't just about the food. It was a reminder that they were always thinking of me, making sure I had not just what I needed, but also what made me feel cared for. Like most kids, I hope, I love Home Depot. It was a haven of possibilities that was just 5 minutes away from my home. I'd walk through every display door, crank open every window, check out all the new power tools, and even check out the washing machines both inside and out. But my favorite place, the place that I could spend forever in, was the outdoor garden section. There's a variety of things you can possibly buy, from wheelbarrows, shovels, bird feed, and rat traps. However, what I think is the most underrated part at Home Depot is the seed aisle. They have a whole bunch of seeds, ranging from Bermuda grass, artichoke, to the chamomile. It's a type of flower, by the way. When I was 8, I was practically addicted to smoked corn. So, I made my first purchase out of Home Depot. It was a packet of corn seeds. I wanted corn garden. That evening, I dug holes, planted the seeds, and watered them. Day after day. But soon, those days turned into weeks. Then, almost after a month, I crashed out. And went outside to find out what the heck happened. Maybe I planted in the wrong spot. So I tried to dig up the seeds, and I found out they were gone. I was furious, thinking my sisters did some kind of prank on me. It turns out, birds started eating my corn seeds. I mean, it shouldn't be no surprise because there's a birdhouse right next door. So I needed a way to protect my corn. I needed a scarecrow. I asked my parents to get one, but they said, no, build it yourself. So after searching for scarecrow inspirations online, I went to the garage and found a piece of wood. With a saw, I cut it into 2 pieces. I drilled 3 screws to join them into a cross. Then, I dressed it with my own shirt and pants, stuffed it with dry grass, twined the ends, stuffed a burlap sack with a smiley face for the head, and stood up my corn market. And I remember standing back, looking at what I created. It was heck of cool. Wish y'all could see it. But it would be much cooler if I could build another one, stand right next to it. A larger scarecrow. And with the help of my mom giving me my dad's old clothes, BAM! Another one. At that moment, something clicked. If I could think of something, then do it. If I had an idea, then bring it to life. Then what else am I capable of? My dad has always told me something that stuck with me to this day. You need to make deposits into your bank account. Now, he wasn't talking about money. He meant the bank account of experience, of growth. Every day you make a deposit. Some days it's small. Learning something new, practicing a skill, pushing yourself just a little harder, or resisting a habit. Other days, it's a much larger deposit, achieving something you once thought was impossible. But if all you ever do is withdraw, if all whatever you do is just take what you already have, without putting in the work, you'll go dry, broke, and never gain the benefit of compound interest. As many of you know, I had a goal to go to the Naval Academy to pursue my academics as a leader for my country. This has been a goal of mine for 12 years. In 4th grade, while many of my classmates' goal was to own a Lamborghini Aventador or Bugatti Chiron, mine was getting into the academy. Every single day at school, at home, or even when I'm sleeping, I ask myself, was I capable of getting there? So I worked hard. I arranged my classes. I chose to switch over from my 6-year career of swimming for team sports, like football and crew. I sought new opportunities in different places, like when I joined Civil Air Patrol upon learning that St. Andrews didn't have a JROTC program. It's basically Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps. I also learned how to create opportunities for myself and others, like starting a military club and annually organizing the Veterans Day chapel. Just like the 3 men who traveled 900 miles with all their heart, soul, mind, and strength, these small acts of dedication in our daily lives matter. When my parents brought me lunch, they did it with the same wholehearted effort. When I built my scarecrows, I put it with the same care and determination. It may seem like these moments are small, but they shape into something much greater. There are people in this world who believe that your fate is sealed, or that if a door is not opening, it's meant to be. I disagree. Every choice you make, whether it's cleaning your plate after lunch, setting an example by not cutting the lunch line, or even coloring your oceans, drawing the Mongol Empire for a history map neatly, that becomes a deposit into your future. These moments add up. Outside my family, no one is going to talk about the countless things my parents have done for me, including bringing my lunch to elementary school every single day. No one will talk about my parents and I driving all the way to Georgetown just to pick up 2 garbage bags of dry grass, or that I slept that night with dry grass printers. Nobody is going to talk about the 900-mile journey that the three men who followed nothing but a star. As 4-time national champion and 3-time gold medalist, LeBron James said, "Everything you see me do was made possible by what you don't see." Years from now, the world will only talk about what you withdraw. They will only talk about who you became. Like the three wise men. We don't call them the three dudes. In a commencement address to Dillard University, Denzel Washington said, "Dreams without goals are just dreams. Without commitment, you'll never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish." We all have dreams. Maybe your dream is to be a lawyer, or starting a business, owning a clinic, running a marathon, writing a book, traveling the world, or just to be happy. But a dream without action, without discipline, without a goal, stays a dream. The three wise men had a dream to follow the star and find out what was waiting for them at the other side. Yes, King Herod, they knew that King Herod would improve, but that never deterred them. They kept on going. I had a dream to build a scarecrow to protect my corn garden. Yes, I was only 8. Yes, I never had crafting experience, but that doesn't matter. I did it anyways. I had a dream to be appointed to the Naval Academy. Yes, I got stares from my classmates who thought I was crazy, planning my whole college and career in elementary school. But guess what? So what? Every time I worked towards something, I was making another deposit. So I ask you today, what's your goal? What's your dream? Whatever it is, start it today. Make that deposit. Because team, this life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who journey with us. So be quick to love, and make haste to be kind, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind. Amen.